More light is at the end of the tunnel on Temple Square. Over a year and a half into the Salt Lake Temple renovation project, it's apparent from the air and on the ground, construction is in full swing, such as with the excavation on the temple's north side. A virtual non-stop effort. Tons of soil is being removed, including around the now exposed secant retaining wall. An interlocking row of columns with buttresses drilled 85 feet deep.
If you look across it, you'll see what's called whalers across there, and they have actually really long steel cables that they drill into the dirt, and that's what holds up the wall.
So far, the depth is 65 feet below street level, with another 20 feet to go before construction starts on the new 3-level underground north addition.
This inspection should be completed. Working here is kind of a dream come true.
Like so many who are working on the temple, Fajardo is passionate about his job.
I'm very excited to be here for the next couple of years. I've always wanted to work on a temple. It's been one of my hopes for my career.
He oversees installation of new roof trusses, a crucial element of the temple's seismic upgrade that ties the roof to the foundation with steel and tension cables.
It stiffens the building stone to the final seismic upgrade of the foundation.
Coming down 10, trolley out 2 more feet, 4 on your cable, up, down easy.
Weighing in at 35,000 pounds each, a careful and methodical choreography is required to drop the new 90-foot trusses in place.
On a typical project, we would open up the entire structure and we would do all the new trusses at the same time. But because we have historic finishes that are remaining inside the temple that have to be protected.
Only 2 trusses are installed at a time. And for a rare moment, the old trusses installed in the 1800s sit next to their modern-day counterparts before being removed.
Challenges that we have don't compare to what they had. Nowadays we have these awesome cranes that make it so much easier.
To prevent fire hazard, gussets and bolts are used to fasten the steel in place instead of welding. The hefty framework will also reinforce the attic where new mechanical equipment is being installed. This 8,000-pound air handler unit for the heating, ventilation, and air conditioning system is a big piece of that equipment. A flyover shows considerable progress to the Church Office Building Plaza.
They're going to beautify the entire plaza with new finishes, new concrete, new stone. If you're standing on State Street looking towards the temple, the design will direct your vision right to the temple.
Jingleton has a special connection that makes this more than an assignment to him.
My dad was one of the first people to have an office in the church office building and worked for the church his entire career, and now I'm here working on it and beautifying the whole area.
For nearly 50 years, landscaping and a fountain covered the top deck of the underground employee parking garage.
The garage has been leaking in places for many years. The fountain itself leaked so bad it hasn't been on for about 2 years.
Asbestos, a popular material used in the 60s and 70s, was found in the waterproof membrane of the decking and required abatement.
They come in with a floor scrubber and they scrub it all off and scrape it down right down to the concrete.
Once the asbestos was removed, crews discovered delamination of the concrete caused by the leaking water.
Delamination is a process that occurs where the concrete separates, and normally it'll separate at specific layers where there's either rebar that's corroded or where fissures in the concrete have allowed moisture to get in and expand and contract over time.
Concrete repair crews are grinding off the affected top layer of the entire plaza in 12-feet strips before applying a special concrete mixture that adheres to the existing concrete.
We have to take off to wherever it's delaminated at. It's typically around 2.5 inches down on this project, and repair it with new patch mortar.
All in a day's work for Thule, who's up to the task.
High-profile jobs like this that are centerpieces for organizations that do as much good as this church do across the entire world are just some of my favorite projects to be on. When this project is finished, it is going to be spectacular.